Now we are going to create a Google form. Go to Drive, click on New, More, Google Forms, blank form, and from a template. So many templates available, made ready for different purposes like party, invitation, and educational purpose, etc. Now you click on a blank form, untitled form, give a title, Viva. Click on the untitled form here, so it will take the name Viva. You can write the description below. Read for civil. Now here you see the folder. You can, after doing it, you can save it in any of the existing folder, or you can create a new folder. Different tabs on the right hand side. See, this tab is for adding a new question. Okay, question number 1, question number 2, 3, 4, and so on. Now, usually initial questions are, in the third question you want to import a question from an existing form. Okay, this is another form. These are the questions appearing in that form. Take question number 1 from that form and import it to my blank form. So question number 1 is copied from that to this, the title and the description. In between question you can add such title and descriptions. This is for say for example, from which topic and what is the instruction here. Now this is for uploading an image. Browse it, and upload. Okay, the image will be uploaded in the required question. Videos from the YouTube. Okay, go to URL, go to YouTube video, copy down the URL. Sorry, pasting is not come. Paste it in the box and select. So tab is for making sections. Now see, there was only one section, now there are 2 sections. If you want one more section, I'll upload all these for a particular subject test. See, there are almost all types of questions you can see in this. Okay, personal questions. This is personal question, email ID. Now this red star, if it is required, you have to short answer question. Second, paragraph question, define cost slope. Third one, multiple choice questions, many choices, and tick the correct answer. And see, now this is a quiz. Now quiz form will have an answer key at the left bottom corner. There you can give the correct answer, and also you can add the feedback for the wrong question. You can write your comment here and save. So it will go to the student. Okay. Now see, there are checkbox type, checkbox type question. There are 3 questions. There are answer key. So you can assign the marks here. 1 mark for each option. So 3 marks. Again, you can also add the answer feedback and so on. Next question. The drop down type. Okay, one of this can be clicked. Other is, next is to upload the file. The respondent has uploaded the file is in the form of image. Also mention the file size. Okay, this is your multiple choice grid used for match the following. Checkbox grid. See, these are the questions and answers. So one can have multiple answers in the checkbox grid. Now, if you want to know how the responses would be, you can go to the response sheet. See, there are 89 people responded, and their description I will get it like this. See, I will get a spreadsheet. If I click here, okay, there are 89 respondents here. Now go to the form again. Responses. There are other responses. Summary. You will get a summary of response. There you have insights. This insight will tell you how many points are scored by how many respondents. See, this is number of respondent points scored. If you keep your cursor here, you will see 11 students have scored 9 marks. 2 students 10 marks, 25 students 12 mark, and so on. So these are the roll number of all the students, name and roll number. Okay, now go to questions. You can see each one's questions. See, this is student number 1. His roll number is 52. That. Now go to the individual. So there you will get individual forms. Everybody's form. This form is of first response. His roll number is 9. Roll number is 9, and he has written the answer in slightly different way, and his answer is wrong, accepted by the system. So the marks given here is 0, but you can go and correct the mark in such cases. Means the answer is, if it is not. So these are the different possibilities in the Google form. Now we'll go to settings and understand certain things. See, collect email address. If you want to collect the email address without mentioning it as a question, you can just click here. So everybody's email address you will get. Now response receipts. If you you can click it. Otherwise leave it open. Now restrict the users. Okay, if the student is able to do it only through Viva ID, you can tick here. And any Gmail account, if they can access it, then you have to leave this open. Otherwise, those who have only this ID can access your your form. Now limit to one response. This is very important to be clicked, because otherwise there will be multiple respondents in the same email ID files uploaded. So these are the settings available, which we need to be careful what is required and what is not required. Now presentation. See, if you want to shuffle the question, see, respondents will have the options in different order. If you shuffle the question order, tick mark the this option. Okay, and go to quizzes. Suppose we are making a template and making our form, and you want to make it a quiz type, go to this and click on this. Then it will be made into a quiz. Normally your blank form is a quiz form. So there is no question of making this a quiz. If not there, the difference is only if it's a quiz, you can assign marks to it, assign points to it. So if you are conducting a test, definitely you have to make it into a quiz if it is not the quiz format. Okay, that's all. Now we will see other features. Google form. Okay, this is the Google form, and you click on the right side 3-point tab. So below that you have add-on. Click on that, and search apps is open. There you put CertifyM, CRTI, CertifyM. Okay, CertifyM comes. Click on that, install that CertifyM. Get ready to install. Continue. Okay, ask for the email ID. Allow. CertifyM has been installed. Done. Okay, so it is already installed. Now we will come out. We'll come out of this window. Josely G. This is my personal email. Name and roll number as you want it to appear in the certificate. L. Now I have next question number 1. Okay, define cost slope. It's a long answer question, so I am going to skip it to save the time. Now resource updating. Next is Okay. I completed filling the form as a student and submitted it. Now, if I pass, I should get a certificate. If I have not passed, I should get a notification. Let me go back to my mail and see. You see, I got a mail in my personal account. So that's a certificate. Go to this 3-point tab. Add-ons. Okay, in the search apps, you write form limiter. Form limiter. Okay. Install the form limiter. Install. Continue. It will take you to a window. Install form limiter. Allow that. So go to the form limiter and see the options. Now first come out of this window, installation window. We'll do form limiter first. To set this window is already open. Now limit types. There are two kinds of limits. One is number of forms and another is time. So first we will see date and time limit. Okay, select date and time. That means stop accepting form responses. Due date we will select today 15 and select time 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Okay, this is how this can be set. Now second type of setting is number of forms. You decide how many participants are to be allowed. When responses are greater than say 100, you will close the registration. Email form owner when submissions are closed. Okay, save and enable. So we have saved the second option, that is the number of forms.